All right, y'all, I got some friends and family in the house today. Today, we're gonna make a chicken honey garlic Alfredo pizza. Let's go. All right, y'all, we just got done tasting this chicken honey garlic Alfredo pizza. And I tell you what, one, Matt can't stop eating it. It is out of this world. You guys are gonna love this one. Let's go. All right, you guys, I love a good homemade pizza. We're gonna make some homemade dough today, along with a super simple homemade Alfredo. Toss in some garlic, some honey. This pizza's gonna be out of sight. I'm gonna get everything prepped up and ready to roll. Let's go. All right, you guys, let's get this Alfredo made. First up, we're gonna start with a 1.5 cups of each heavy cream and milk. Let's get that added now. Now, this Alfredo sauce is super simple to make. If you want a quick Alfredo to make at home that's super delicious and super simple, this is it. There is one ingredient that will differ that is specifically for this recipe, which is the amount of garlic. You'll only want 1 teaspoon or 1 clove instead of 3. All right, let's go ahead and get the milk added. All right. Let's go ahead on medium heat, get this up to a simmer. All right, as soon as we're at a simmer, we'll add some other ingredients. We'll be right back. All right, you guys, this is what you're looking for. All right, once you do get it up to a simmer, cut the heat down to a medium-low. Okay, next up, let's go ahead and add some garlic. Now, this is 3 cloves of garlic. If you're gonna make this for a pasta, only add 1 clove of garlic or a teaspoon of pre-minced garlic. Now, unlike our last Alfredo video, this one we're not gonna reduce by half because this is super simple. That's why we went with 1.5 cups instead of 2 cups of each compared to the other one, and going with pre-shredded cheese. So super quick, super simple. You guys are gonna love it. All right, let's go ahead and add 1.5 teaspoons of sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt. All right, let's give it a mix. All right, let's go ahead and add 1 stick of butter. All right, we're gonna give that a minute to melt. Then we'll add some cheese. All right, you guys, go ahead and add some cheese. Now with the cheese, you just wanna add little bits at a time and whisk. Now take note of one thing. You notice when we added the cheese, it just fell right to the bottom. When your sauce is thick enough to be used for like a pasta, you'll notice the cheese will rest on the top of the sauce. That's how you know you got the right amount of cheese. All right, you guys, take note how the cheese stayed on the top. We should be about there. All right, you'll notice how it coats the back of the spoon. This is good for a pasta. I am gonna get the sauce to go thicker, mainly because we're gonna use it for a pizza. But if you're gonna use this recipe with the less garlic for a pasta, stop right there. All right, you guys, our sauce is done. Take note of how nice and thick the consistency is. It's gonna be great for a pizza. All right, you guys, next up, let's grill some chicken. Let's go. All right, you guys, get the chicken rocking and rolling. Super simple. We're gonna start off with some MSG. If you don't wanna use MSG, leave it out. Next up, a little bit of sea salt. And last but not least, some India Telly cherry peppercorns. If you guys haven't used this Wagyu beef tallow in the spray form, super good. All right, you guys, we're gonna pan sear and flip for a nice even brown until we're at a temperature of 155 degrees with the rest to 165. Be right back. All right, y'all, I'm gonna let that chicken finish doing its thing. I think it's about time we build a pizza. Let's go. All right, you guys, time is here to put this whole thing together. Let's get this done. All right, a little dusting of flour. See what we got. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this rolled out. Be right back. All right, you guys, just like that. Now, if you don't have one of these rollers, just go ahead and take a fork and poke a bunch of holes in the dough. And all that's gonna do is eliminate the bubbles. So, let's go ahead and add some Alfredo, shall we? All right, next up, let's go ahead and add some chicken. Now you want the chicken under the cheese, so that way it doesn't get dried out in the oven. All right, you guys, just like that. Let's go ahead and hit it with some cheese. All right, you guys, just like that. Now, we're not going to add any more garlic because we already added extra garlic to the Alfredo sauce, so that way it was evenly distributed. We're going to bake this at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once it comes out of the oven, we're going to hit it with a nice drizzle of delicious honey. Check it out. All right, y'all, it took a little bit of work to get here, but I tell you what, that pizza looks out of this world. Matt, what are your thoughts?
It looks really, really good.
Oh, buddy, I'm ready to dig in. How about you?
I'm always ready.
All right, let's go. Now, I think I could have used a little more Alfredo sauce, but it is delicious. The garlic does stand out for sure. It is nice. Well, what do you think about the sweet of the honey with the garlic?
Really, really good. Like the sweetness of the honey mixed in with the saltiness of the Alfredo. Really good.
Yeah, that's a great blend, y'all. Try this one. Honey garlic Alfredo, absolutely. With chicken, 100%. Till next time, ciao. That's pretty damn good.
It's really good.